Hello, I'm back doing an energy reading for Cancer placements, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're asking Spirit what Cancer needs to focus on currently. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and what they need to focus on currently. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and what they need to focus on currently. We have guilt and patience. Guilt and patience. This, I'm hearing letting go and let God and trust yourself over here. Release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, so you feel like some things are not serving you anymore, but there may be programming, training, and conditioning, right? That's stopping you or not really allowing you to release it fully. And you're praying about it and you're letting whatever happens is just really giving us God's will. This is something to do with trusting yourself that this is the right decision. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah, so this is like a shedding of the sacral chakra and the root chakra. And then we got, root, red, orange, sacral, throat here with this blue third eye with this purple. But it's to do with parental wounds. What is this in the physical? And I say that because the sacral chakra, which governs your reproductive area, your inner child creativity lies there, as well as parental wounds from the mother and the father. The element is water. It's ruled by the moon, Cancer, you. You're ruled by the moon, feminine energy. So you're shedding that, a layer of that, as well as root chakra, which governs the hips down to the feet, and is where ancestry is. Then we have your third eye, intuition, as well as the throat chakra, speaking and hearing. With this patience here, this is giving us light solar plexus with this yellow, which governs the stomach, pancreas area, willpower, self-esteem, confidence, ego. I accept that everything happens in divine order. You're letting some things go. That's what your focus is. If you are not intending to focus on this is not what you want to do, you'll be forced to focus on it, I'm hearing. What is this planetary-wise for Cancer, guilt and patience? Because we got heart energy here with this green. And then we have some more blue. And we got some more orange and red. There's some self-love coming in here. Somebody, Cancer placement, somebody is dealing with a parental figure, parent figure. Feminine dominant energy, don't have to be a woman, but they could come from a bitter feminine that's really trying to, that has really did a number on self-esteem, ego, how you view yourself, partners you may pick. We have Sagittarius energy involved here. Sagittarius is currently in Mars, right? And is about to go into Mercury retrograde. But we have also, so this is being pushed forward, like something is coming to a head. And something may have come to a head, but you feel guilty about it, but you feel like you were pushed into that response. Like this could have been you defending yourself, Cancer. You also could have Sagittarius in your chart. We have expansion here, but this trusting yourself, this patience, this shedding the layer of the ego. We have Saturn here ruled by, is it Aquarius? No, it is Capricorn. Hold on. Yeah, it is a Capricorn here. So you could have Capricorn in your chart, Cancer, Sagittarius in your chart. Or you could be a Capricorn and Sagittarius in here because you have Cancer placements. Take it how it resonates, right? But this is karmic. You could also be going through your Saturn return, Cancer. That happens between the ages of, I know it's like 26 to 31. And then you got to give it time to like integrate, right? Hopefully you just kind of went with the flow and didn't fight it, just trusted yourself. Because Saturn return is Saturn is about lessons, turning into blessings, wisdom, initiation, trial, labor, sweat, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm hearing, but it's the real shit. Patriarchy, organized religion, like we have discipline, structure, time, responsibility, tests, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones, maturity, gravity, scaffolding. It's a leveling up, right? It may be a bit hard though. And of course, because we got this root chakra energy, these ways of being, this layer that you're shedding to do with your parents and your bloodline, right? Cancer placements. But the Saturn return ages are 27 through 30. Sometimes I see 26 through 31, right? Like I said, I'm not an astrologer. I'm learning my stuff, but I don't know if I would ever move in the realm of being an astrologer. Like, I do this for expansion for y'all. I don't know that I really want to, because I feel like astrology is great, helping you with learning more about yourself, right? But that's like on the outer. It's a part of it, but you have to go with what's presently going on. So when I incorporate astrology, is to do with what's presently going on, so you can apply it to that. Yes, I think birth charts are great and they are needed, but it's really kind of like multitasking. Like, some of this I want you to research on your own, you know what I'm saying? For like, maybe you say, okay, well, when it comes to BlackFemmeBeautyTaro, or, you know, Ebony, which is my name, right? When it comes to that, like, you know, I get this from her, like, I feel like she's solid on this, or it ain't even about solid. It's just like you're choosing to research this part. Maybe not all parts, right? But there are already astrologers out there, as well as readers, intuitive healers by myself, but my focus is the bloodlines, right? I'm going to go into detail about that. Like, I'm talking about these chakras and the bloodlines and things of that nature. But this stuff here plays a part in it. But it's like I'm assisting. You got to participate in your own healing, clarity, and understanding. You can't get it all from me or anybody else, you know, but you can get it all from yourself with your understanding and your perception at each stage of your growth. But if you have any questions about that, hit me up, right? My email will be at the bottom of this video. But Saturn return ages are 27 through 30. Sometimes I see 26 to 31, but you still have to give it some years after that to integrate. It's also 57 through 60 and ages 84 through 90, 57 through 60, right? So it's Saturn returning to the place it was at the time of your birth. So, you know, like I said, birth chart is necessary, right? So you could be going through a Saturn return, but I want you to check this stuff out on your own. You're really trusting yourself, and it's like you're letting go, let God. So part of you and how you heal and evolve and what you're focused on, right? Because I feel like the ultimate root here is you focusing on expansion, Cancer. But you're letting go and let God. You're trusting yourself, the God within you, as the God you know, and that is evolving. But it's just like you're expanding, you're evolving, you're it's like you're going up in the world. What they say, you're moving up in the world. But I feel like you're moving up mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, or at least you want to, right? Or at least you should. Because like I said, some of y'all who are not doing this currently, that is, it's not your focus. I feel like you may be forced into it. We have enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. Right? I'm also getting some type of contracts here too, as you're shedding this away, evolving, healing more, whatever your intention around this is, as well as what it is bringing in for you. I feel like it's going to bring in partnerships to clarify this in the physical. And then with this trusting yourself, this Saturn, this wisdom, right? You're having patience and trusting yourself. Your wisdom itself is going to increase. You know, because you've been looking outside of yourself, just trying to stay in good graces. Like I said, there's a bitter feminine around this Cancer. Cancer is feminine energy. It's the mother. So it could be maternal wounds, or it could be your actual mother, or somebody with dominant feminine energy that poses as, and I said poses, yes, as a patriarch. I'm sorry, a matriarch. Clarify this in the physical for Cancer. But you're coming into full awareness, child, with this shedding. You're using this energy to come into full awareness. Yeah, it's giving a rebirth here with this judgment. This is awakening. This is rebirth. And this is new beginnings, new passions, new projects, creating, evolving in your craft, right? Pioneering efforts. Like, bottom of the deck, we have the Magician with creativity, action. Sagittarius and Mars, which is Mars is the action planet. Sagittarius is a fire sign. Sagittarius is very action oriented. We have Jupiter here representing Sagittarius again. And then we're about to be in Sagittarius season in, you know, a little while, right? But Sag is going retrograde in Mercury. And then we have Saturn here ruled by Capricorn. And we're talking about Cancer, water, earth. This is just some grounding, some integration of the lesson. So you could be coming out of your Saturn return and it's integrating. Anything else here for Cancer? And it's integrating, right? With the integration, you are doing some serious soul searching going within. We're getting Virgo energy here, or you've talked to a Virgo. I've always felt like your 40s were your Sagittarius, not your Sagittarius, but your Saturn return. Even though there's nothing to back that up, right? But I just feel like I wouldn't be surprised if some of this is like, because I feel like Saturn return kind of feels like a healing journey and an awakening, like the description of it, because I can't really remember my Saturn return. I get glimpses of it, but I don't really remember it fully. Right, I feel like I was on auto mode, autopilot. Like this energy you were in, Cancer, releasing old ways of being and trusting yourself, learning new expansion and wisdom about yourself and your relationship with God, Cancer. So like I feel like I was in that mode and not in the mode that you were during my Saturn return. So I really don't remember. And that's sad, actually. I feel like for me it is, but it's going to come into sight, reflection, whatever, when it's supposed to. So we have balance. This giving, receiving, sharing, wealth, generosity, charity. This is to yourself, right? But I mean, you're also, it's giving altruistic. You're also doing it outside of yourself, right? This expansion, right? As it's fully integrating. I'm hearing India Irie, you got to step out on faith. I feel like focused faith is what you are learning, coming into being, you know, pushed into thrust. I'm hearing thrust, but I don't really want to say thrust. Hopefully it's not thrust, but like I said earlier, if you're not focused on this, you need to be focused on it. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Yeah, you're moving away from old ways of being, especially with the attachments to do with the bitter feminine, the mother, the dominant feminine energy, where they're seeing you around you. Some of y'all are specifically dealing with a manipulative ass, controlling ass mama. This controlling mama guilt tripped it the hell out of you and your siblings, Cancer, when y'all was kids. She like, y'all the reason I can't. If it weren't for y'all, I'll be able to do this. Or maybe he said it, but it's coming from unbalanced and unhealed feminine energy, right? Gender does not matter. We all are in relation with dominant feminine energy, masculine energy. Even if you look at it as gender, we were created from a masculine and a feminine, right? And gender and identity, because we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, no matter our gender or how we identify. So, but this person made you feel guilty, made you and your siblings feel guilty. Some of y'all siblings have moved away from this. Like, man, I'm gonna never have none dealing with her. Like, you know what I mean? The guilt worked. But it's not working anymore. Or something is happening for you to learn where it, you know, or evolve where it doesn't work anymore on you. But all right, Cancer, that is what I have for you. If you would like to request a personal reading, that is listed below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, and good luck with everything.